Hi, my name's Keith, and I'm an English teacher and communications coach from England. And today I'd like to talk to you about the IELTS test. The IELTS test is the International English Language Testing System, and it is used for two main purposes. One is for those who want to attend an English-speaking university. The other is for people who wish to emigrate to an English-speaking country and need to prove that they can survive by using their English. The test tests four separate language skills, and those are writing, speaking, reading, and listening. Today, I'm just going to introduce one aspect of one of those different subjects. That is the speaking element, and I'm going to look at part two of the speaking test, which is called the long turn. Sometimes this is really the scariest part of the IELTS speaking test that students dread. They're given one card, and on this is a subject and maybe two or three key points, and they have to prepare a speech in 1 minute and then talk for between 1 and 2 minutes in response to the cues on the card. And some people find this quite a daunting experience. So let me take you through it and give some suggestions as to how to ace it. Firstly, try to make sure you use your minute. Create the structure that you want to follow in your speech. It's likely to be an introduction summarizing what you're going to say, two or three main points to support your introduction, and a conclusion to summarize what you've said. So decide the main points you're going to include in each of these and jot them down. You won't have time to write the full speech, but you may be able to write some special vocabulary that you want to use so you don't forget it when you're speaking. You want to show the examiner that you can speak using both simple and more advanced words, so jot down a few more advanced words to help you. Then it will be time to start. When you do start, try to be confident even if you don't feel it. Try to keep control over what you say. Don't speak too quickly. If you do, you'll probably gabble, you'll get your pronunciation wrong, you might muddle your sentence construction, and it won't be an impressive speech. Try to take your time. Only speak when you know what you want to say, when you feel confident. The next thing is to stick to the structure that you wrote in your notes. Don't try and go off in other directions. Stick to the plan that you made. The examiner will be looking for four things. Firstly, he'll want to know that you are speaking coherently. This means that your whole speech follows in a reasonable, rational way and develops your speech in a way that demonstrates your understanding of the topic and how you want to communicate it. Your sentences should be linked together with appropriate words. However, therefore, on the one hand, on the other hand, things like this to find a direction through the speech which will guide the examiner through what you want to say. Secondly, he'll be looking for your vocabulary, your lexical resource. So he'll want to know that you can use simple words correctly, and if you choose to use more advanced vocabulary to get a higher band, a higher score, then you need to use these words properly. Not just put them in there because they're long and impressive, but used for the right reason in the right place. Thirdly, he'll want to know about your grammatical range. Can you use both simple and more complex sentences effectively? Are you able to control how these are said? If you can mingle them and create a mixed speech, including both of those types of sentences, you'll get a good band score. And fourthly, he'll be looking for pronunciation. This doesn't mean that you have to sound like a British speaker or an American or Australian speaker. It means you have to be clearly understood in English. The examiner shouldn't have to work hard to decide what words you've said. He'll also want to look at how you shape your language. Do you use intonation appropriately? Do you stress the most important words? Does your voice go up when you come to a question and go down when you've finished your point? So that is the fourth thing they'll be looking for. Coherence, vocabulary, grammar, pronunciation. Get these right, you'll get a great score. I hope this helps a little. If you'd like to know more about passing the IELTS exam, please get in touch. See you then.